did. Did we do this for homework last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Hold on. What homework should be due right this second?
Right this second?
Homework number 3, page 271, numbers.
3 to 10.
3 through 10, if I can actually say that. But wait.
Just kidding.
Okay, hold on. If you have it done today, you are my hero. You guys really don't want this calculus notes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me look at it.
You really don't want that. I
I will
promise.
take a picture and send it in the future.
Okay. They already took it. It's not that exciting. But as we come back, I'm opening up your notes so we can get ready to go for today. I'm actually going to collect tomorrow homeworks 3 and 4. Anybody know why? Why would I collect those two specifically together?
What?
They're both on. I'm collecting homeworks 3 and 4 tomorrow.
They're on the same page.
They're the same section, 5.6, okay? So if you have 3 through 10 done, you're my hero. You should have aced this warm-up, and let's check it. Have it tomorrow. Don't lose it. Stay organized. And do homework 4. We'll turn them both in tomorrow. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and check that warm-up. Hopefully you guys are acing it. Like if I gave you a quiz, you would get 100%. So on the warm-up.
No CSA.
Number 1, how do we check? Let me see a hand, just because us calling out, we kind of get distracted. Number 1, what did you do, and what did you figure out? Robert, go ahead.
To plug it in and realize there was no solution.
Okay, plug it in and realize no solution because it's
zero, but it's not.
0 is greater than 0, and it has to be greater.
It has to be.
Okay, there you go.
all right. So let's go ahead and just let me show what happened. You plug in and you should have gotten 0, right? The question is 0 greater than 0, and the answer is because
There's no equal.
there's no or equal to. Good. Another person. Jay. Let's do number 2.
Number 2, you plug in 0, 0 times 4, 0 minus 0 is not always less than greater than 5. But it's not.
Good. So this one wasn't true. No, this one was false because not or equal to, right? This one is false because 0 is what then 5? What would be the proper way of saying that?
No solution.
What? Well, wait, hold on. Listen carefully. I know it's hard, but we're also not only teaching you math, but teaching you how to learn from hearing, right, and from seeing. If I asked you what should be here, 0 is related to 5. How? Yeah, not greater than. So let's check it. We have no for that one. Good. We have no for this one. I need another volunteer. Let's go, Jackson. How about number 3?
So I did 5 times negative 4.
Good. And what'd you get?
Negative 20.
Uh-huh.
And then I did 2 times negative 1.
Which was?
Negative 2.
Good.
So then negative 20 minus negative 2 is negative 22.
Close. So close. Negative 18, but why?
I'm positive.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, wait.
And now it's hard mental math, right? There's a lot of negatives going on, but negative 20 minus a negative.
Negative 7 times 3.
Oh, it's still a negative 18, which is less than or equal to.
True. So it doesn't make a big difference for the answer, but we still want to make sure we're doing our math right, right?
That's how it is, but it's no.
Ah, but wait. Is negative 18 below negative 1 on a number line?
Yeah.
Aiden, what do you think? Hood off, please. This is the last time, otherwise you're not going to be able to stay in my room.
Number 3, I got true.
Good, because negative 18 is, what's that sign again?
Is less than or equal to negative 1.
Perfect. So think number line. Negative 18 is more negative, so yes, it is less than. Number 4, I need one last person to help me out, and Alan, go for it.
Alright, so I plugged in the y and the x.
Good.
It's negative 2 times 5
Good.
minus 3 times negative 7, and I got negative 10 plus 21.
Good.
And then
What'd you get when you put those two together?
11.
Positive 11, right?
Yeah.
Good. And then when you ask yourself the question, is 11 less than 15, what'd you come up with?
Yeah.
Perfect. So final answers are no, yes. Helen got at least 1 right. Keep it up for 2. Keep it up for 3. Keep it up for 4. Nice.
Yes.
All right. How was homework last night?
Easy.
Hopefully easy. But guess what, Jay? We got to keep going, yeah?
Yes.
So here we go. Notes open. If you are already there, let's just keep going. If you're in the back, let's flip to the front. Yesterday we left off right here. And we're actually going to keep going with this example from yesterday, okay?
This is still 5.6.
Still 5.6. Remember, you can always look, it's day 2 up here. So the homework tonight, same page, but we're going further, all right? Same page, but we're going further. Now, do you guys remember what we were doing yesterday? Ooh, you know what? I almost never have both of these lights on because it's kind of bright on the smartboard. Caleb, would you mind just going up, turning off one of those two light switches that are together? Just one of them. I don't care. Just one. Can you
Can I
leave one
move
on?
it harder to see, like, for the thing?
What, Jordan?
Let me see you handle that seat really well, and then we'll see. But you're right. I do want to change up seating. If you guys want to hear, I was telling my calculus kids, here's my goal: get through surgery. Right? Be home chilling and be like, okay, home chilling this weekend. I have time to meet the seating chart. So hang in there till next week. Hopefully, I'll be back Tuesday with the new seating chart. We can change it up. You guys have new people to work with, and we have a solid place for you to hang out. Let's make sure we're not throwing anything. Let's make sure that we're just focusing on math right now. Here we go. Yesterday, check-in solutions algebraically was easy cheesy because all we had to do was plug it in and ask if.
Is it true?
It's fell, I don't know where.
Okay, leave it and we'll get it later, okay? Checking solutions, we plug it in and we ask the question, is it true?
Yeah.
Right? That was easy, we just did that. So then we finished talking about graphs, but the nice thing is homework had no graphs, right? That was a nice thing after that last homework, those graphs got a little annoying, right? Okay. We saw at the very end of yesterday, first of all, this line came from y equals 2x plus 5. But my question is, why at the end of yesterday did I not put an equals and I put a less than instead? Jay, what do you think?
Because it says that to replace it.
It does say it in the directions, that's good. And can anyone describe why they're saying to put it there based on the graph? You want to keep going? All right, keep going.
It's because the shaded part is below the line.
Exactly. So question, if the shaded part is below the line, where do you guys think the solutions to this graph are? Hold on, let me give you categories. Where do you think the solutions to this graph show up? Do you think the solutions show up in the non-shaded part, in the shaded part, or on the boundary line? Are they here, here, or here?
Boundary line.
How many of you guys say non-shaded part? Those are the solutions.
I don't understand what's going on.
Oh, you're just going to vote. Okay, Alan, remember, we have this equation right here. Do you see it? Okay, we have this equation, and we have a graph that shows the equation. Now, we're learning something new. This is new stuff, but I'm just asking you, your gut, what would it tell you? That all the answers, all the solutions to this are here in the non-shaded, here in the shaded, or here on the in-between. How many of you guys think the non-shaded? How many of you guys think the shaded? How many of you guys think on the boundary line? All right, we're going to answer that question today. Let's see how you did at the end of class, okay?
Wait, are we?
Ready?
Wait,
I want you guys to, in your notes,
lessons an open circle.
you're thinking along the right lines. Jordan, I need you to think open circle is like a dashed line. Closed circle is like a solid line, okay? I want you guys to figure out on this graph, where would the point 1, negative 2 be? You can just look at it. And then I want you to plug it in, just like you did last night. Plug in 1, negative 2, and tell me true or false. So you guys are basically doing what you did in the warm-up, plugging in each of these true or false. Then you're going to look at the graph and say, was I right? Am I having the solutions being in the right place? Let me go ahead and zoom in, because it's kind of zoomed out right now. So, take the point 1, negative 2. Plug it in, plug it in. Take the point 1, negative 2. Plug it in, plug it in. What do you guys think? Go ahead and shout it out.
It's true. Negative 2 is less than 7.
All right, let's check it. Negative 2 less than 2 times 1 plus 5 is 7. Is negative 2 less than 7? True.
Yes.
Where is, you see what I mean, Alan? We're just plugging in.
Oh, I didn't know that. Then I gotta use the graph.
Oh, now we're going to use the graph. Don't worry, now we're going to use the graph. Guys, where is this point 1, negative 2?
1, negative.
Oh, we're going by 2s, huh? Is it halfway?
No.
Oh, hey, that's in the shading, huh? Huh. 0, 1. All right, plug it in, plug it in. Is 1 less than 0 plus 5? What'd you guys get? Nice. Where's this point? Shading, not shading, or the line? 0.
Not shading.
Shading.
Uh-oh. I think it's in the shading, right? Remember, we're going by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, man, both of those solutions were in the shading. All right, hold on. Let's keep going.
False.
Plug in negative 6,
False.
2. You guys already figured it out?
False.
Everybody else, are we going to trust him?
Yeah.
All right.
I already did
Careful.
it, so yeah.
Cool.
And the second one's false too.
And the second one's false as
It's
well.
full, but it's not less.
Let me show why real quick. This one, 2 less than, when you guys plugged in mental math, negative 12 plus 5, what'd you get? Negative 7. Is 2 less than? Nah.
That's mine.
This one was 9
Oh, it's greater than.
less than 9. Wait, why isn't that true?
Because there's no line under it.
There's no line on the bottom. Now wait, where are these points? Negative 6, negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, positive 2. Oh hey, where's that point, guys? Oh, well, shh.
It's in the non.
It's in the non-shading, even though I messed up on my point. Where's 2, 9?
On the line.
Oh wait, and that didn't work either? So for this one equation, where were the solutions?
Shaded area.
It's shaded.
Okay, but it's all right though. But now we see, the shaded area is where all of the solutions are. The non-shaded area is where all of the non-solutions are. And the line, why do you think 2, 9 didn't work?
Because it's on the line.
It's on the line, and the line is, Jordan, can you help us? Because I gave you a hint. What's going on with the line? Why didn't it work?
Open.
It's
Dashed. Yeah,
it's
an
open,
circle
it's
because
dashed.
The alligator is, there's no line under it.
Exactly. Because we didn't have or equal to, the boundary line was off limits. Now guys, we're just going to take a couple notes on this, and then we'll be ready for homework, cool? That was from yesterday, don't worry, we're past that. Alright, here we go. I want you guys to write these steps. Now good news is, I made these way shorter than the book did.
They do.
This is the short and sweet version. This is the short and sweet version. We like keeping things short and sweet. What we're doing that's new today is graphing linear inequalities in 2 variables, which means instead of graphing less than, greater than on a number line with, Jordan was helping us, open circles, closed circles, arrows. Instead, we're graphing, what is this, guys, right here? Slope-intercept form. We're graphing lines. And we're shading above or below to show inequalities with x's and y's, okay? Now, as you guys are writing, go ahead, take your time. The first 2 things we have to fill in, and we'll keep it super short and simple. Dashed or solid. I'm talking about the boundary line. Jay, go ahead.
I just had a question.
Yeah.
Before, how come you can't plug in x? If you already have like the graph, how come you can't plug in x?
Oh.
Like for this one, since we already had it all
Yeah.
good?
Like how come you couldn't?
Because,
you just had different.
yeah, remember like if you look at negative 4, some are out, some are in.
Gotcha.
So we have to look at the y also. Alright, kiddos. Dashed line. It's okay, I'm not changing.
Thank you.
How do you know whether or not to put a dashed line? What inequalities are we going to have? Does that work with dashed?
Yeah.
What else would work with dashed?
Another one.
So if those are the inequalities that we'll do dashed lines with, then question, what
Underline.
about solid?
Underline.
Underline.
Now, how do we say that mathematically? Greater than or?
Equal to.
Perfect. Then, similarly, less than or equal to. Good, good, good. Okay, guys, we've been doing really great. Come on, we can focus on it. Especially my soccer guys, you want to get as much as possible before you leave.
It looks like 8, 9. I'm sorry.
Calm down, calm down, calm down.
I'm sorry.
Stop, stop, stop. Remember, some things we should just keep to ourselves for the good of the class. Josh, it's okay. Focus back in. All right, so we have dashed and we have solid with the lines that we're making. How are we making the lines? The good old-fashioned intercept form, slope-intercept form. Can you guys review? Hopefully you guys can all answer this together. Who's B?
B.
The y-intercept. That's the point that we start with on the y-axis, right? Who's M? Slope, which denotes rise over run. And if we have a number like just 5, what do we put it over?
5 over 1.
Good. 5 over 1.
Man, I would not give it a random.
Yeah, it's a struggle. It's not my favorite, but that's why Mrs. Christensen and Mr. Moffat were in here trying to help me out. Okay. Now, that's just what kind of line to make. Either a dashed line if you see these inequalities, or a solid line, which, guys, aren't we used to solid lines?
Yeah.
All right, so we're used to solid lines. They won't be a big deal. We just connect them. But what we just saw was, question, if a point is on a dashed line, is that a solution or not?
No.
Nah. But if it's on a solid line,
Yes.
yeah, it's golden, okay? So dashed line is like the old-fashioned open circle. We couldn't count the open circles. Solid line is like the closed circle. Now, there's one more part. And this is, guys, this is the second half, and then we're done with the notes. We just have to do some examples. After you graph a boundary line, if you're making the graph yourself, now, here's one good thing. Any of you guys that love, like, I don't know, artistic ones, you like to color, you like, and that used to be like, oh, you like to color, you're lame. Now it's like, I don't know, all the adults are doing it for stress, right? Anyway.
What?
It's stressful, yeah. Like when you color,
It really does, yeah. Because you have like a goal in mind and you just kind of go for it. No one can mess you up. You just kind of.
Really doesn't work for my mom.
Oh, sorry. But those of you guys that like coloring, it's not a bad idea in homework to have some colors in the sense of we're going to be doing the shading ourselves. And a little bit later, thanks, Tyler, Alan, Dylan, thanks. We're going to be doing some of these coloring. Now, guys, this time, this section, we're only doing one line. What gets exciting is when we have two inequalities and we have multiple shadings and we're trying to find overlaps. Anyway, if some of you guys don't have a couple colored pencils or a couple highlighters, you might want to start bringing them just to have them, okay? Here's the idea. Once you have the graph, we're going to test a point. Now, guys, how hard was testing points as to whether or not they're solutions?
Not hard at all.
It's easy cheesy. And does anybody know what I would say is the easiest point to plug in as long as it's not on a boundary line? Anybody know? Out of all the infinitely many points there are, what's the easiest?
0, 0, 0.
Yeah, so we're going to try 0, 0, but the only time, because it's easy to plug in zeros, right, Josh? Alan, right? 0, 0 is easy to plug in. But the only time we can't use 0, 0 is if it's on the line. Okay? And we'll pick another point. But we're going to test it. And guys, if it's a solution, what's going to be going on once we plug it in? It's going to be true. And what's going to go on if it's not a solution? It's going to be false. Now hold on, but we're going to have to do something based on those answers. If we test a point on one side of the line and it's true, guess what we're doing? I thought it'd be easier to do cursive. Maybe not. I was trying, right, Caleb? What am I gonna do?
Looks like a signature.
Hey, there we go. Oh, yeah, you guys don't do cursive anymore, huh? Didn't they like take it out of the curriculum?
Writing cursive.
Okay, fine. Shade.
I don't know how you do it on the mouse.
It's awful. My hand's like killing me. That's all right.
On the mouse with the computer, it's so much harder.
Okay, shade. Is that cool?
Yeah.
If we have true, we're shading. If we have false,
Oh my god.
Super cool.
we're not shading. And if we're not shading the false, then we're shading probably the other side. Because if we have an inequality, it's one side or the other. It's one side or the other. Shading with what? I don't know. Colored pencil, a highlighter. I guess with your pencil, it's kind of silly, but that's all right. Now, kiddos, hold on.
You still have
Wait, why didn't my soccer guys leave?
because it is a pro.
He got a game.
214.
Oh, it's 2:14? I thought it was 2:15.
12.
But it's like, is it time? One more minute? Thanks, Caleb, for keeping an eye out. Okay, we still have 15 minutes. Remember, middle school, for those of you guys that are new, I know the bells usually dismiss you, but middle school has a different lunchtime. That's what's going on. We're still going till 12:30. All right, cool kids, here we go. What do we do with all this?
Alright, you go and you put a point on 5.
Yeah, because, okay, I know you see the greater than, but ignore them for a second. We're just going to graph who? Y equals.
And the line is dashed.
Why is the line dashed?
Because it is not, it's a closed circle because it is not equal to.
Yeah, it's not what we're equal to, so a dashed line. So we're going to start at 5.
Alright.
Soccer kids, the video's online. You know where to find it?
Yeah.
Cool.
URL.
Homework is right back there. Take a picture on the way out if you haven't already written it down. Now hold on, wait. Remember, soccer guys silently leaving. The rest of you guys help them in that so they don't get in trouble. Cool? All right, now what have I done up here on the board, guys?
He would kill him.
Why don't you come here and run right now?
5. Force be with you.
Aiden!
Can I move up now?
Come on. Come here.
Yeah,
Come in.
go ahead, John.
Come in here. Come on, man. Good luck. You're good. Squirtle.
You got the pictures okay? Yeah. Okay. Ian, were you able to get pictures of page 271 yet? Not yet? Tyler? Can Ian take a couple pictures of this page because he doesn't have a book and we ran out?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Wait,
Yeah. And make sure he gets whatever ones he needs for those problems. Okay. Why did I put a dot at 5? What's going on?
Because it's the y-intercept's 5.
Good. Y-intercept's 5. Now what am I doing to move? It's okay.
The slope is 1.
Yeah, just don't disturb anyone. All right, Josh Allen, here we go. We have our beginning point, our y-intercept. What do we do with our slope of 1?
You go up 1 over 1.
Nice, up 1 over 1. Keep going, right? Now I can go up 1 over 1 all day. Long story short, it's getting time to connect. And when I connect, how am I going to connect again? How am I going to connect?
You know.
Yeah, it can be dotted. So couldn't I technically just leave my little dots there?
Yeah.
Now, I could make little dashes in there. That's totally fine as well. But either way, I have my dotted boundary line. True? And hey, technically, I think my guess up there was pretty close. Okay. What have we done so far? Good. We've graphed.
Oh, no, not this case.
It's okay. It's good. We've graphed the boundary line. True? Step number 1.
See?
What's next? Test.
Yeah, if not a solution, shade.
Who are we going to test? Question. Can we test 0, 0, the easiest guy ever?
What? 0, 4 then.
Oh, we could.
I mean 0, 5.
But why can't we do 0, 0? He's the easiest.
Boundary right there.
That's good, though. We want to test a point not on the... Jordan, what's going on? We okay?
Sorry, something hit my back.
Something.
Okay, guys, remember, we're not supposed to be distracting people. Coming on back.
Take out your earbud.
Alan. Junior.
What? I got nothing right here.
What were
You
you
meant to say
saying?
Jordan.
Jordan.
There's nothing in my ear.
Here.
They're tattling, but since the information has been given, Jordan's going to take it out.
It's not in my ear.
Although...
Nate?
Oh, I do see the headphones plugged in. Okay, question. Why am I allowed to test 0, 0? Because it's not on the boundary line.
Oh yeah, so it could be like shaded.
So if you guys want, I'm going to put a little question mark right here on 0, 0. Is
So
that
which
cool?
side would you shade in?
Well,
If
we gotta
it
test
works,
it.
then you would do this side, right?
So let's go ahead and test 0, 0, yeah?
See.
So we're testing 0, 0. You guys help me out. I'm writing really slow so you can move ahead of me, right? When you plug in 0, 0, true or false? 0 greater than 0 plus 5. True or
False.
false?
False.
False,
Yes.
right?
Oh, true.
Check it.
Because it's
0 greater than 0 plus 5 is what?
5.
Is 0 greater than 5?
No.
Nah.
So you
he's
shade
low.
the other side, right?
So this question mark is the wrong side. So since he doesn't get shaded, who does?
That
side.
You guys can make this as nice and pretty as you want. Right now mine's nasty. But you get the idea, right?
Why is
It's
that?
nice. Thanks. Well, what can you do? Now you guys actually shade it. Let me see it. Shade it nice.
Would you like us to draw the
Yeah. For examples, remember, you want to be working along with me so you have stuff to look at for homework, right? So let's review the steps real quick. How did we get the boundary line? Y equals x plus 5, and we graphed a line, but we kept it dashed because it wasn't or equal to. How did we know where to shade? We chose a point not on the line, and it failed. He doesn't get the shading. The shading is a good thing. So the shading goes with those for whom the statement is true. All right, I want you guys to try letter B. If you have not yet, I'm going to come around and just kind of make sure that we're working on stuff.
So we're doing this problem? Hi, Chihuahua.
Okay, let's try it. Let's see how we go.
How long are you gonna have this scooter?
Can you do math? Like,
Supposed to keep weight off.
there's something, there's something.
She was parkour.
Supposed to keep weight off for like a month after the surgery.
Yeah, don't get crutches and stuff.
Yeah, in the rain I had first aid.
Are we doing beer? I had them for like 4 weeks.
Yes.
Do you know?
Yeah, you're doing beat.
It doesn't make me say that. It's supposed to be 99. She's telling me to say. She's telling me to say.
Kelly, say hey girl.
I like that.
Hey girl.
How do you know?
Alright, I should be seeing XY planes. I should be seeing you guys. Where would you start in graphing this line? You start with the 1, right? The intercept? You need to use that 1 and that -1/2. Get that boundary line first. Diego, remember? We need to graph the line first. Does it first make sense how I got the line? Start at 5, up 1 over 1. Remember? So that's how I got this. On the page before we said, oh, no, Diego, go ahead and stay. It's okay. I'm explaining. No. Go ahead and stay. Thank you. So, hold on.
Oh,
Let me finish explaining first.
so it's down 1 over 2, right?
Down 1, right 2. Okay.
Rise over run.
So first we do the line. So I'm just asking, is the line okay? Okay. First step, draw the line. Second step, make it dash because it's only greater than, not equal to. Oh, remember, positive means up. So since the slope is positive, I know go positive, up, and positive to make it up. Now, this one, negative, it's going to be going down. Yeah. Does that make sense? Does the shading make sense? This one didn't work, so we shaded this one. Oh, because linear inequalities.
It's not shaded.
No, that one's
I thought
solid.
you said to make it
Oh, I was explaining. If I was to plug in the point -6, 10, in here, works. -4, 6, it works. All of these points work. So I shade to show all of these are good. So I'm shading to say everybody here. All of these points bad, all of these points good. Oh, I plug in. So I just choose 1 point. I chose 0, 0. It has to be any point, but not on the line. Choose a different one. I could have chosen 0, 0, 2, 0, 4, 2. I could have plugged in any of those. These all fail. So when I see false, I say boundary line, not this side. And then if I chose one of these points true, shade 3. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm going to go on over and start doing the other example. That's okay with you kids. Let's see how your lines work out. Do you guys start with this 0.01 on the y-axis? Start with the intercept. Slope, rise over run. All right, let's focus on the example. Jordan, this way. Robert, this way. Okay.
Yeah.
Put the point 1. Go down 1 because -1, and over 2. You guys did the slope right? Down 1 over 2. Down 1 over 2. Down 1 over 2. But why am I connecting? I didn't connect in the last one. Why am I connecting now? Why is it solid?
Oh, because there's an equal to.
Okay, so go back to the notes just for a second.
Less than or equal to.
If it's the less than or greater than alone, it's dashed. If it's or equal to, I make it solid, right? So, everybody tracking with the solid line because it's or equal to? Okay. Now, you guys help me out. I grabbed my boundary line. Dashed or solid, I got it. What's the only other thing I need to do? Shade. How do I know what to shade? I need to.
If
Yeah,
it's,
Josh.
so if it's less than or equal to, it's everything less than. So it's all the numbers that are small.
Yeah, which is going to be a good shortcut cheater trick in just a second, which almost always works. But there is a way that always works, and the way that always works says pick a point not on the line and check it. I always love to choose 0, 0 if it's not on the line. But let's, for sake of argument, choose somebody else not on the line. Someone give me any point not on the line.
1, 1.
1, 1. Whew, that's barely. Can you choose something a little bit more obvious?
Oh,
Is that okay?
-2 and 2.
Sure. -2, -2. Let's put a question mark at -2, -2. Is that okay? If I can actually get the question mark. So we're going to plug in -2, -2. My question is true or false when you plug it in. Well, this one's kind of hard to do in our heads. Can we just show work? -2 less than or equal to. Okay, help me out. 10 dots. What do we do?
So first,
Yeah, don't we multiply first? So then that's like a 2 over 1. What goes on right here? Positive 1
yeah.
plus 1. I'm going to go into my graph just a little bit for sake of solving. Is -2 less than or equal to positive 2?
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to show them you don't have to do 0, 0, so that if 0, 0 is on the line, they have it at Wait, true or false?
True.
Ah! If it's true, where are we shading then? Right here.
Man, I was
I
right.
did last year, so I did 4x4.
So, Alan, if it's true, are we shading there or elsewhere? If it's true.
If it's true, we're shading there.
Exactly. If it's false, look at that one. If it's false, where are we shading?
Upstairs.
Upstairs.
Yeah, on the other side. Kiddos, psh, you're ready. Write this homework down. You're ready. Write this homework down.
Huh? Yeah. Nah. I'm a multi-event person.
I'm not sure how effective it is.
Because I can't basketball.
Wait,
Is anybody still writing down homework? You give a couple more seconds. Then I'll go back. Alright, question. What 2 homeworks am I checking tomorrow?
4 and 5.
3 and 4. Both of the ones from section 5, 6. Are we all tracking?
Yes.
Cool. My 2 kiddos that need pictures, I think you both got me in. You're good. Sure you got one. Good.
Oh, I got it right.
Alright.
Okay, I'll remember.
Remember it's on. Done. Oh, 5 million. I was just gonna say remember it's on the website. Alright, going back real quick.
Yeah, it was. That's how.
Really?
Yeah,
5 million.
I won the 4x4. Oh,
I didn't see the homework. Oh, it's on the board.
You see it?
Yes, I
Oh,
did.
it's not.
I figure the more places it's posted, the better.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Trapani is just like writing on the board and then like 5 seconds later.
We'll see. I was lucky because I already had a system and he was trying to do what he had.
He's trying to
All
steal.
the Asian kids are
Now, kiddos, hold on. One question, because we have 50 seconds, and I want you guys to be ready for the hardest ones in homework. So hold on, wait. Hardest ones in homework. Ready?
Oh, when you have to solve it kind of look.
Yeah, right? Is this ready to go right
Nope.
now? Graph the line.
You have to
Take the one on the other
So what are we gonna do?
side.
Okay, we can move the y on the other side. Would you guys add?
Yes. X is less than 2.
Now hold on. How do we graph x is less than 2y? That doesn't look right.
Divide by 2.
Oh, so we can divide both sides by 2?
So now
Sure.
1 over 2x.
So we can say, can I move this up?
Yeah.
Why am I putting the y first?
Y equals mx plus b.
Good.
December
So
6th.
question, what inequality am I going to use if I'm putting the y first?
Oh, greater.
I need to make sure that the right part is facing the y.
Horoscope or something? Like all the
Now kiddos, hold on. Alan, can I graph this now?
Tara, huh?
Can I graph this one now?
If it's y equals mx plus b.
Yeah. Could I graph it that way?
No.
Nah. So sometimes you're gonna have to move stuff around to make it your y equals mx plus b. But question, who's my b?
Zero.
Oh, so I'm gonna have a point right here?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, right? That's my intercept.
Mine
Then I'm gonna go up 1 and over 2. Question, can I use 0, 0, dashed or solid?
No.
Dashed or solid?
That.
Dashed because it's,
Not equal to.
yeah.
So
Can I use 0, 0 as my question point?
No.
But give me something, anything I can use. 2,
Now we
2.
can use it.
The mouse is having.
Can I use him?
Yes.
So don't worry, 0, 0 is a great guy to use, but if he's on the line, we can't use him, we're gonna have to use another point to go from there. Kiddos, we're good.
Thanks,
Everybody,
By the way.
have a great day.
Hey,
Alex.
Wills, is Joey in the cruise?
Joey is, I don't know. He's probably on the same
Joey's
cruise
in
as
Mexico.
Jay already tested it, so
Oh,
he's
hey.
finishing the problem.
Jay, get your
Oh,
football.
my football. That's my football. Oh, you touched my football. Football. Football.
Perfect spiral.
Ready? That was not perfect at all.
Let me try it again.
Oh my gosh, everybody.
I hit Alan in the face in Spanish.
Jay.
I know.
Since there's no slope on
Alex.
so 0 means
Reflected.
and then test your point. Yeah, that's the other part that we usually
Really?
Can you
Yes.